Surprised to get your text.
Yeah, it's certainly been a week of surprises.
You know, it won't make any difference, but can I explain what happened?
About you and Damien?
Yeah.
The whole of Dublin 9 knows at this stage.
I meant why it happened.
His hard hat fell off. And your eyes met as you handed it back to him.
Hilarious.
Really nothing funny about it.
Can I say my piece or not?
Go on.
Damien was going through a rough patch with Mairead. We talked a lot.
Carrie did a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
It's good of you to help them out. I'm serious. Really worked out for them. Honeymooning as we speak.
Yeah, I'm glad. One less thing on my conscience.
Did you always fancy Damien?
No. No, he's a mate, that's all.
Right.
It wasn't planned, it was just stupidity.
You look horrendous.
Thanks.
I thought you never got hangovers. You're superpower, you said.
I don't feel that bad.
You're Kermit the Frog green. Did you end up in Castambella's over the last few days?
Why would I have?
The wedding blowout is ongoing, apparently.
I wasn't anywhere near a party.
Then how'd you end up like this?
I just had a few drinks here.
On your Todd?
So?
Touchy.
I didn't have much to eat yesterday. The booze went straight to my head.
You need some grease. Will I get something from the pig?
No. I'll head over there in a while.
Hey, did you hear about the other wedding?
Damien and Mairead?
He was cheating on her. But that's okay, because turns out so was she.
Modern couple.
Yeah, they must be. They still got hitched.
An admirer?
Sadly, no. It's work. And not McCoy's, you know, the voluntary stuff I'm doing for that local group?
Very noble.
Yeah, the teen outreach. Kids who've had a rocky start. So their youth worker found out about my background in PR, and before you know it, Liam has me roped in to help them write CVs.
Liam?
Yeah. Do you know him, a bearded guy in his 50s?
No.
I'm sure you'd have seen him knocking around. Anyway, he's just one of those people you can't really say no to.
Haven't you enough to be doing instead of working for free?
Yeah, probably.
And where do you find the time?
Liam is very persuasive.
Is he now?
It's pretty intense work, but like he really makes a difference. He turns young people's lives around.
I bet he does.
What do you mean?
Just that he sounds very committed.
Yeah, he is. I don't mind, though. It's nice to give something back. Are you all right?
You know what? I'm fighting a losing battle here. I need a few hours, Kip.
Oh, do you want painkillers?
2 hours in a dark room should do it.
All right. Well, you'll be a new woman by lunchtime.
You know, I was really looking forward to that wedding. Getting dolled up, a few scoops, you know.
Yeah, it must be excruciating for you.
Yeah, it didn't pan out as I expected it.
I'm so sorry. I've gathered your stuff from my room. Collect it any time. For what it's worth, I thought we had something really good before I lobbed a grenade in there.
And why are you breaking up with me?
It's what you want, isn't it?
Why would you think that?
Well, the dead arose and appeared to have too many.
You can't blame me. It was all that lovely Prosecco.
Cass hasn't stirred yet.
Just a coffee, please. Well, it was some shindig.
How long did you two stay up last night?
It was beginning to get bright, I'm afraid.
Catching up on the family gossip.
We were, yeah. Well, I hope he resurrects himself shortly. I'd hate to leave without saying goodbye.
You heading off already?
I thought I might head to West Cork. I've got friends in Ballydehob.
You've only just arrived.
Well, I tend to move around.
How long have you ever stayed in the one place?
Thank you. Well, I was 3 years in the Scottish Highlands, lived on a commune there.
Oh, why'd you leave?
I had a thing for a while with a Russian wood sculptor. He became a little obsessive. Started making nude wood sculptures of me and displaying them in his garden. Definitely time to vamoose.
How are you?
Hey,
Hello.
Hi, Owen. Listen, they want these out from under their feet. Will I drop them over to yours?
Yeah, do, and bang the door. Wake up that old codger.
Yeah.
And Alvin, I wish you could stay on just a little bit longer.
What are you, eh?
Nah, just a flying visit.
Cass is going to be gutted.
Yeah, could you not stay a bit longer?
I've already checked out of the dolphin pod.
Good, because now you can stay with Cass and me.
Oh, staycation in Carrickstown. Now, what could be nicer?
So, what about it?
So what's up?
Is this a good time?
I'm always thrilled to see you, you know that.
You're looking very washed out. I hope you're not sick.
What do you want?
I'm involved with a local group based in the community centre.
I never had you down as a philanthropist.
Yeah, well, it's a great cause.
Can I remind you, pubs are nearly charity cases themselves.
Yeah, I know how tough it's been.
And you still have the paw out for a donation.
No, that's not why I'm here.
Why then?
Maybe you think of hosting a benefit night once things open up. You know, like a race night or a table quiz.
What's wrong with the station?
Yeah, there'll be plenty there too.
Then why do you need McCoy's?
Because the more traders that support it, the more the locals will buy into it.
Carol, if you can fill my pub with punters on a slow Tuesday, I don't have a problem with that.
All right, good.
So what are you doing? Saving endangered snails or teaching IT to the elderly?
Teenage outreach. Hayley's been involved with them. Did she not mention it?
Rings a bell.
William's the head honcho, so he'll be in contact with you.
Will he?
Yeah, he runs the whole show. Have you met him yet?
No.
You'd know him to see.
Would I? Is he around much?
Every day. They've a room in the community centre.
Really?
Yeah. Base camp, Liam calls it. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair. Thanks for your support.
Jane, don't walk away.
I've nothing to say to you.
Come on, I know you're angry.
Oh, you're so intuitive.
Can we at least talk and back in the house?
What's the point?
I let you down.
No. You let yourself down.
Yeah, I know.
Another Tommy Dillon classic. You need help at this stage.
Probably.
Maybe someone could invent a little alarm that goes off every time you undo your zipper. One that sends a text saying, "Are you sure you should be doing this, Tommy?"
Look, I'm sorry.
An app, maybe. Maybe it could be the next big thing for someone with a sex addiction.
It was one time. I haven't been with anybody else since we got together.
Oh, you only cheated on me the once. Oh, thank you so much. I feel humbled.
Look, Jane, can we not just work something out before we throw this whole thing away?
Oh, what do we have exactly? You get cheap rent, and I get, well, the obvious. Plus, you're handy around the house.
Come on.
And you know, I hear that rents are sky high, so you should get straight onto that.
Oh, you mean...
Yeah, I want you out.
Well, where am I supposed to go if you know what things are like out there?
That's your doing, not mine.
Fine, you're right. It's my own fault.
Right, so we agree on something.
Can I at least have some time to look around?
Sure.
Thank you.
You have 5 hours.
We tore into the wee small hours in Casabella's place last night. Again.
Good Irish wedding should last the guts of a week.
Yeah. And Cass's cousin came into the fray. Showed up out of nowhere. Alwyn. Cass woman.
He wasn't expecting her.
Oh, he got the land of his life. Maybe he thought she was dead or something.
She a character too.
It's a female version of him. She's kept the party going for days now.
Brilliant.
I'm a horse. I am a horse from singing.
Local Michael Bublé, I heard.
Yeah, well, I'm more of a Joe Dolan vibe, to be honest.
Sounds like I missed a great session.
Oh, telling you.
Your grooms made it up the aisle in the end.
Finally, with poncho, with priests, that works.
Father O'Connor do the honours.
No, Father Liam. Oh, well, you haven't met him yet.
I just remembered. I said I'd meet someone.
Liam, this is Ger. Ger owns McCoy's next door. Actually, more importantly, she's my favourite sister-in-law.
Ger Lynch? I don't believe it.
Father Liam.
That is gas. And what's the connection?
I know him from around Derrendale. The face is familiar.
We were best buds. Our gang lived in each other's pockets when we were teenagers.
Yeah, well, that wasn't today or yesterday, huh? Now, see, my wife, Sharon, is her younger sister.
Why don't I remember her?
We would have had our own gaff and all by then. And a nipper.
Right. Nice to see you.
Remember Potter and Mackie? Didn't he live in the place next to yours?
I think so.
He died young, building site in London.
That's right, I remember hearing about that.
Do you ever see any of the old crew nowadays?
Never.
We thought we were so cool. Mackie's cousin Frank knew a fella down the docks. We all got Walkmans for half nothing. The whole lot of us walking around Darndale swapping cassettes.
Were we?
Do you remember she was mad into Susie and the Banshees?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. She wore all that weird makeup.
Scary. And I liked
You too?
Bruce Springsteen.
Right.
I was never out of the Boss T-shirt. You and Annie were always slagging me over it.
Were we?
Good times.
We all grow up eventually. I'm in a bit of a rush.
You know what's wrong with her? She's afraid you got too much ammo from her misspent youth.
Right. You can't go yet.
It's best for everyone if I just slip away.
Oh, what about me?
Forget I ever came. Think of me as a bad dream.
It's not that simple. I'd be living under a cloud.
But you had such a pure heart. You didn't mean to break the law.
That may not convince a judge.
Polygamy's not even illegal in some countries.
Which ones?
Sudan, Chad. Yeah, relocation might be too extreme.
We need to go through our options together.
Fair enough.
I don't want to live in fear for the rest of my life, jumping every time I see a guard. Mountjoy is no picnic.
Don't work yourself into a tiz. I am the only one who knows, remember?
You never told anyone all down the years.
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Although...
What?
Well, I never knowingly told anyone, but full disclosure, I have been involved in a lot of group trances, and I can be indiscreet when I'm in a half-conscious state.
Oh, I could lose my house, my best friend, my reputation.
All right. I'll stay. Can't leave you like this.
Thank you.
We'll rack our brains. Figure out a way to wriggle out of this one.
And stay here with us. That'll give us more time to talk.
Any Prosecco left?
No.
Never mind. I'll pick something up as a thank you to yourself and Bella.
And forget about the partying. You're here to help me sort this mess out.
I tried to help you come clean, but then you made me your first cousin.
Derbla's not at the house, so you can nip in and get your stuff now if you like.
Jane, we haven't broken up.
What?
We're in a good place.
You are and Damien, you mean? Really cosy.
Not that it's any of your business. That was a once-off.
And there's me thinking that you had a brain in your head.
So you and Tommy then?
Oh, out in his ear, obviously. As I'm from now.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. I've got too much respect for myself than to stick with a cheater.
Anything else you care to point out?
I'm just saying that she'll do it again. Especially if she can get away with it like this.
Did I say there wouldn't be any consequences?
Like what?
Maybe this gives me an opportunity. In a manner of speaking.
Like a free pass?
Like an IOU, if you will.
She'll never go for that.
Yeah, she's not really in the best position to be laying down ground rules.
I think I underestimated you.
I hate when people do that.
I'm not stalking you, I promise. Do you mind?
What do you want?
My outreach group is based in the community centre. I wanted to explain the work we do to the community stakeholders.
Carol's beating you to it. She called you in earlier.
Good. Sometimes an area's not keen on having a group like ours. Kids, a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, they're not my backyarders.
Exactly. But it's been mainly positive from the businesses in Carrickstown. I'm around all the time, keeping an eye. There's no messing on my watch.
Right.
Imagine if there'd been a group for us when we were kids. Less drinking in fields and mucking about.
As long as your bunch don't cause trouble for my pub, I have no problem with it.
They won't.
Is there anything else?
No. If I hurt you back in the day, I'm sorry.
You didn't.
Then why are you pretending like you don't know me from Adam?
It's been 30 years.
We were best pals. I know things turned a little weird before I married Annie.
Weird.
Annie's dead a long time. I thought this was all in the past.
What do you want? Us to hang out and guzzle naggins and dolly her again?
Bit of a yap about the old days. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I'm not one for looking back.
Clearly.
Is that everything? Father Liam.
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Would you not go up now? Take a nap?
I would not. He thinks I have narcolepsy.
You had a busy week.
I'm not the one who got married. Why don't you go and have a lie down? I'm hearing all about Bella's globe-trotting family.
Yeah, well, I don't know where they got their sense of adventure from. I mean, we got as far as Cairn and Wexford on our holidays.
Oh, it's true. That man wasn't bothered with the 2-kilometre limit in lockdown. He never ventured any further.
Yeah, why would I? Haven't I got everything I need here?
A more opposite pair you couldn't meet.
I was very happy, plodding along while you two were doing laps of the planet. Yeah. And anyway, did you ever run into each other on your travels?
Did we?
Good question.
Oh, we must have.
We did.
Here and there.
Fleetingly.
Oh, not for long.
Brief encounters.
Oh.
When was the last time you met?
Is that casserole cooked?
Yeah, it was nearly there.
We'll check it out. Yeah. Brief encounters.
Sorry, it just popped out of my mouth.
The less you talk to Bella, the better.
I'm staying in the man's house. I can't be rude.
Well, no more gassing about your travels.
Have you been back to the house since?
Not within an ass's roar, but
Is there any chance she'll change her mind?
Jane has made our feelings perfectly clear.
You can't stay in the pod forever.
Don't I know?
Do you want me to talk to Jane? Ask her if you can stay short term while you look around?
And risk being murdered in my bed?
You can have my room.
Where are you going to sleep?
Keane's. We've reached an understanding.
Good for you.
So, will I speak to her?
I don't know.
Maybe when she hears me and Keane are moving on, she'll have a change of heart. She does have one, right?
Has to be in there somewhere.
Okay. Operation Keep Dad off the side of the road is a go. I'll head over now.
Right, I'll be in the pod.
Jane?
Look.
Cow.
I think smaller weddings are going to be a thing from now on. So much less fuss and expense.
Only to please some people you're not going to meet from one end of the year to the other.
Was there anybody you missed not being there?
Yeah. Some dear departed, right? Like Charlie. He was the third amigo.
Good friend.
The best.
To friendship.
Here.
Yeah. The dishes are done.
Here, grab a glass and sit down.
Will I turn on your electric blanket now?
Cass, it's barely 9 o'clock. She's not going to hit the hay yet.
The last wedding I was at was in Brazil. Now, that was a day that did not go according to plan.
Go on.
We drove from Rio to Pelotas in a rented car. It looked quite nearby on the map.
But it wasn't.
Pelotas is practically in Uruguay.
Well, I know that now. My friend Sal and myself drove for 22 hours, and we were the witnesses.
Has your driving improved?
Excuse me, I have never been involved in an accident.
No.
Well, not one that was my fault. Maybe I should blame my driving instructor.
No, wait a minute. Did you teach her how to drive?
In my little VW camper.
I love that van.
Yeah. I believe they're very cramped inside.
I suppose they are.
They're very cosy.
Yeah.
Music.
Good idea.
You got any Joni Mitchell?
What's that?
Hayley.
A cassette tape. What's on it?
Nothing.
Oh, stick it on, we'll have a listen.
It's blank. I must have taped over it. I was chucking it out.
It's a pity. Dad used to have rakes of them for taping songs off the radio.
We all did that. What do you want?
An end to climate change and a world where parties aren't banned. But I'll settle for finding out how you are.
What'd be wrong with me?
Well, you were in bits earlier.
I'm tip-top.
Hair of the dog? You sure that's wise?
Are you counting my weekly units now?
Would I dare? You sure you're all right?
Good night, Hayley.
Night.
You want to get on my case, fine. Let's just do it without the floor show.
I wouldn't waste my breath.
You're making shivs. What happened to prison being a retreat?
That doesn't mean there won't be challenges.
Jane said I can stay on.
Oh, right. Fine.
Do not even try to kill me.
There's been an objection.
What? Who'd even do that?
Jer.